All right, there is a pastry chef from the Bay who has blended the world of magic and desserts in her new novel. Ashley's in the Kitchenmart kitchen getting more details about the book and a taste of the transparent pie.
And I can't wait to try this. This is Marisa Churchill, again, Bay Area pastry chef. I love it. So, Court, we are combining storytelling with sweets. Before we get there, Top Chef alum, Food Network Challenge winner. Really, the list goes on. Marisa, good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
It is great to be here. I am so excited to tell you about my debut novel. So it was inspired partly by my experiences on Top Chef and Food Network Challenge. It is fantasy, but there are a lot of facts woven into the story.
I love that.
And of course, recipes. You've got to have some recipes.
Yeah.
And today we are going to be making the transparent pie, which is one of the recipes that ties into the story.
Okay, well, what's the story? Tell me about the story first.
So the story is about a magical cooking competition that takes place.
Okay.
And there is actually a throwdown that happens in France that's real called the Coupe du Monde de la Pâtisserie.
Oh.
And so again, that was part of the inspiration too. If you have not ever looked it up, do. It is insane what you can do with chocolate and sugar.
Okay, so
really insane.
You had this idea, obviously, to write this book. Have you
Yes.
always been a writer? We know you're a pastry chef.
Yes, you know, in the past few years, especially since becoming a mother, I have been doing more of that. I've written for Huffington Post, I've written for Eater, so yes, a variety of outlets, but this is the first time going into fantasy, which I love because as a pastry chef, you have to be really creative. You're always using that creative brain.
Okay.
So that I just adore it, and I'm excited about this recipe because we are getting into pie season.
Yes, we are.
People are thinking pumpkin, they're thinking apple, but I love transparent pie. I think that it deserves a little bit of love because it is a simple pie to make, and it's got a delicious vanilla custard.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you some tips that you can
Please
take beyond this recipe. So we've got the pie crust, really simple to make. We're just, you know, that recipe you can get on my website, which, oh, by the way, the book, you can pre-order.
Yes, that's what we want everyone to do at home.
Yes, pre-order on Amazon. You can pre-order on Barnes & Noble. You can also just go to my website, marisachurchill.com.
And it's young adult, right? So geared towards
young adult, 12 to 14. Yes, but if you have a strong, there's nothing age inappropriate. If you have a strong reader who's 10 or 11 that loves to bake.
Love it.
Yes. So pie crust, once you've made your pie crust, look at this. You're going to roll it between layers of plastic wrap. Why do I love this technique? First of all, look, clean kitchen counter, nice and simple, but also when you are adding flour into your pie dough, you are affecting the pie dough. So you might not have a pie dough that's as buttery and flaky.
So full transparency, no pun intended.
Yes,
I don't bake. So everything is brand new for me right now.
Okay, well, you can also just buy a pie crust.
There it is.
But you're still going to have to blind bake it.
Okay.
So whenever you're making a custard pie, even like a pumpkin pie, you got to blind bake that first. So forget about those expensive, fancy pie weights.
Yeah.
Dried beans from the store. You can use them over and over again. Nice and simple. And you can take all that extra money that you've saved and you can buy yourself a nice book or something else. Yes.
And I think I have the right book in mind.
Exactly.
I see where you're going with that.
Maybe secret spells in chocolate, just saying. All right, so the filling is super simple. Why don't you, I know you don't bake, but you can do this.
I can assist you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so pour the sugar in there.
All right.
We're gonna add in some flour and salt. Yeah. Why don't you give that a little whisk? And then we are going to add in our melted butter.
Okay, keep whisking.
Look at you. I'm not believing you're not a baker. She's got some moves here. And some warmed half and half. Again, super simple. You can just warm this up. Yeah, keep going. You can warm this up in the microwave. And here's a fun fact about transparent pie too. This is George Clooney's favorite pie. So any George Clooney fans? Oh yes.
Anything he does, I'm on board.
And then I whip the eggs ahead of time because you got to whip these for about 4 minutes. You want to get lots of volume. You want to get them nice and pale. Yeah, now so we're going to whisk all of that together.
Oh, it smells so good.
Blend it, doesn't it? I know the vanilla. It's just it's so creamy and luscious. This pie. Now there's something else fun that I have done with this pie. So actually, once you've done this, you just pour it into the pie crust, and you're going to bake it in a 350 oven for about 20 to 25 minutes until you have a nice golden top like that, and it's set. The key with a custard pie, I always say this, you want it to jiggle like Jell-O, not wiggle like a wave. So that's how you know when it's done.
I like it.
Amazing. All right. So the thing that I have done with this that is so much fun, go ahead and give that a try, is there is a pie reading guide. There's a QR code that links to the pie reading guide in my book. It's also up on my website. So you can use the crumbs and smears on the plate. You like that? You like it's right?
Or I'm looking right at you like,
look how easy it was.
That is tasty.
Yes.
Well, I could do this. I'm going to have to buy the crust, but everything else I can do.
Buy the crust, go for it, and then afterwards the crumbs and smears on the plate,
good.
pie reading guide, you actually can do like a little fortune telling, just like you would do with tea leaves.
Yeah, and how fun, reading is fundamental, right? So how fun to read a book, learn some recipes, eat what you made, and then repeat.
It's so great. You're getting kids off of devices, getting them into the kitchen, reading, doing activities that are just so much better for their brains.
Marisa, we have to wrap it up, but again, order the book now, pre-sale. How do they do so?
To do so, again, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, just Secret Spells and Chocolate by Marisa Churchill, or you can go to my website as well.
Is that the only pie we have in studio?
Yes, I am leaving
so we
that
have
with
to
you guys.
share that? Okay.
Bring me back again. I'll bring more pie.
We're having you back. Love it. Thank you so much. Everything is linked to the website, gooddaysacramento.com. We'll be right back. That is really good.